The following is a short tutorial on how to use the activity feed inside of D2L. If you did not have the activity feed on your page, remember you can go to the pencil at the bottom of the page, click on that, then you'll scroll down, click on Add Widget, and select Activity Feed. Remember that the activity feed works best in the larger area that's on the left-hand side of your page. The activity feed is really easy to use, and it starts with clicking on the plus right here. Once inside, you're going to see you have two different tabs. You have a message tab and an assignment tab. We'll start with the message tab. The next part down, it says share an announcement or comment, and this is where you can simply put text, or you can also put instructions. So for this one, I'm going to pull in a which one doesn't belong, and I'm going to ask which shape do you think does not belong. Now what I can do is I can go to the bottom and I can upload a file. So when I click on upload file, it will allow me to upload any file on my computer by either dragging it and dropping it in here or clicking on browse file. So here's the which one doesn't belong that I'm going to bring in, and then I can open it up. And you can see it displays as an image, which is nice. Above the image, you're going to see that it says allow comments. If I click off of this, the student won't have the opportunity to comment on it, but when it's clicked on, they will. So I'll show you what that looks like. Now, I brought in an image here, but you could also bring in any type of file, Word document, PowerPoint, anything you wanted into this area. And when you're ready to post, you can just hit the post button. And you're going to see now that it's posted, the student's going to come in, read the instructions. They're going to look at this, which one doesn't belong. And now they have the opportunity to make a comment in the box below. So it's a great way to do a really quick discussion with the class, whether you're in the lab or you're asking them to do it at home. It's really fast and easy to do, and it gives them that like social media feel to it. Now, if we go back up, we can create another post. And if we go in here, we'll go along the bottom and see what else it can do. So you can attach a link to an existing activity. So as you can see in here, you can link to any of the tools within D2L, whether it be a calendar item, content, discussion, Dropbox, etc. There's all sorts of interesting things you can bring in from in here if you're using those tools. So that's a really neat one. The next thing you can do is you can attach a web link. So if you click on this, you're going to see it wants a URL. So if you go to your browser and you search up a website you'd like them to go to, I'm going to use Solve Me Mobiles. I can copy this link, go back to D2L and just paste that link inside of here. And I can rename this link. And then once I have it renamed, I can insert it, and you're going to see this links right here. Remember that you have to have announcements. So you could say click below to practice your balancing, and then just simply click post, and then you can see now that you have a post in here, and then you can write a comment. Here's something interesting. If you want to go back and edit it, you just go to options and then edit, and let's just say I do not want people to comment on this. I strictly just want them to go to the link and practice. I can save changes, and you're going to see it comes up like this with no box to make a comment. So it's a nice option they've added in there. Let's go back and make another post now. So as you can see here, you can attach directly from Google Drive or OneDrive, which is nice. So let's just go to Google Drive. Inside of Google Drive, it will pull up your Google Drive, and you'll just select what it is you want to bring in. So if I wanted to bring in a video, and this is a really nice option because often we have videos we want to share, but we don't know how to do it. So if you were to put it to Drive, then it's in that secure space, and then you would just select it. You're going to notice when you select it says this file is private, change permission settings so that anyone in the link can view. It's really easy to do. We can just select that, and when we select it, it's going to bring it in. Note that it brings it in as a link, whether you bring in an image, a file, it will bring it as a link that they can connect to. So you can say, click below to watch our presentations, and then you can allow a comment or not, but then you can just post it. And as you can see here, if they just click on this, it will open it up, and it's set the permission settings so that you don't have to do any other adjustments, which is nice. And so let's go back into create another post, and we'll talk about the final one. This is attaching a video from a web. So if you were to go in here, and this is if you wanted to bring in a video from say something like Vimeo or YouTube. So if I go to YouTube and I was to take the link out of YouTube, I can quickly just paste the URL in here, and then I can click save. You're going to see it automatically embeds, which is nice. So I can save it in here, and then I can add a comment, watch and comment below. I could see this being really great for a media literacy unit where they could watch a commercial and make a comment on their initial feelings about that commercial. I think it'd be a great way to do it. So then you can just post it and you're going to see that this comes up. It's really nice. They can watch it right within this window, cuts out all the commercials and everything, and then they can comment underneath. So it's a really quick way to do it. Now let's look at the other features. So if we go to the plus, we can now go to the assignment tab. So if we click on the assignment tab, this is the same as the Dropbox. It's just a new wording. So you can very quickly create a Dropbox in here. So let's just say you wanted to collect their essays. You could call it essays. You could also select existing. So if you had Dropboxes previously created, you could just select it and it would add in as well. You could add some instructions in here. You could tell them like the format, style, or whatever you wanted to add, any instructions. You could add a due date to it right here. So you could say, I want this due on the 18th. You could add it directly to grades and set your point. So this is a really efficient way to do this. You can allow them to comment or you can take that off. And it's as easy as that, setting up a Dropbox or an assignment area for students to submit to, and then you can just post. And you'll see that if they were to go in here and they were to click on this, it would automatically ask them to submit their file. And you can see it tells you how many submissions you have for the number of people in your class. So I think it's a really quick way to collect assessments from students. The final thing I'd like to show you is this. If you are creating a post, you can actually post later. So you can schedule your post to appear whenever you'd like. So if you click post later, you can then select the date and the time, and you can set it to wherever you want. Know if you want a more specific time, you can even go in here and say exactly what time you'd like it set for, and then you would just hit scheduled post, and you can see here it tells you when it's going to be posted. So you could have a title. I'll just put something in here so you can see it, scheduled post, and when you save it, you're going to see that it's one planned post. You can go in here and view all your planned posts that are going to come up on those days. So that's a nice feature. So thank you for watching this short tutorial on the activity feed.